thought even was very sitting in front of the TV, 8 years old. I will never forget the Empire commercial came on. The people who do carpet, right? 588-2300 Empire. Okay. Anyway, and I turned around and I told my mother, I said, they must really need business because they got a commercial on TV. And she was like, what? The reason people, right, do commercials and stuff, right, is because they need. And I remember, I think my Jonas told me, like, because I asked, like, what are these, why these people? And he said, it's called advertisement, whatever. And people get business that way. So my mind, logistically, right, like, it was like, oh, they must really need business because they're doing this commercial. And I do in tough situations, that's how I think. I literally have to tell myself sometimes, like, okay, is this like I switch? Does that make sense? Like if I start even getting emotional about it, like I'll just I lean more toward the logistic side.
Yeah, and I'm reacting immediately. Immediately, I'm like, I'm crying. So I realize I'm crying. I probably need to call my best friend so she can talk me down and tell me how ridiculous I am, and then I'll respond because I respond like that. Like it just is what it is. So I probably let me have a minute because I'm I
don't know, like even in not to get too sentimental or anything, but even in death, I think about it logistically because and I literally tell, like in my brain literally tells myself, this is a part of life, and this is, God has control, so this is what happened, and that's what happened. Like, and then that's literally like the box I put in. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that sounds like that would be a great ability to use. Can you give me some of that?
Right. And then, but see, you know what? It actually, to me, I feel like it's a good thing, but then to a lot of people who may be more sensitive, it's not necessarily a good thing because then I'm being too, methodical or mechanical about stuff. And
well, as you know, we're related, so we've lost some of the same people, and I did not have that response. Let me just tell you. Because you pick me up off the floor. That's me. Yep. And then I'm gonna get it together eventually, but I gotta fall on the floor first.
Absolutely.
It's a part of the process.
I gotta react. My sister called me because my dad, what I realized is I got my emotions from my dad. He is emo came exactly. And so my uncle died suddenly last year. And he was my favorite. I told him he was my favorite Gaynor. I said, you my favorite. He laughed. I'm like, I'm serious. You really? So my dad called me, but I had my phone ringer off, which is probably good because that probably would not have been a good reaction. So anyway, my sister calls me and tells me, and I scream. I'm screaming, calm down, No. Have you met me? Calm down. No.
So my father was in the hospital some years back, and he had a heart attack, right? Mm-hmm. And I lived in another state at the time, and I couldn't get to him right away. So my stepmom called and was like, I'm gonna tell you what's happening, but calm down. So it was so crazy because I actually was okay with it, as okay as I could be with it. But it was so funny because my whole entire family, they were calling me like, Quita, we know how you are about your dad. You okay? Mm-hmm. Everybody's calling me like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, my dad is the one that's in the hospital. Y'all calling to check on me, but everybody knows, they know I'm gonna fall on the floor. It's part of the process. And I did fall on the floor. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely fell on the floor, but I was already up off the floor by the time I got the phone calls.
Yeah. And I just needed that. I was happy she called me. I'm screaming. Let me, and then I could call my dad. But me screaming on the phone with him, it wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been helpful.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I'm the person that be like, okay. Like you screaming, she screaming. Okay.
So what are we gonna do about it now? The next step in the process is we need to do this.
So I'll
then we're gonna do
I'll
this.
call these 3 people, and then you do this, and then
I can't do none. Not in the moment, like in the initial shock of it. I can't do none of that. I'm working on it, but we're not there yet. God ain't not working on me yet.
But I feel like all this spiritual talk is a Sunday. But no, like I can be honest and say, I feel like the reason I am that way is because, y'all know I have a little connection to the spiritual world.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And and so
it.
I feel like I understand it differently.
Yeah.
That's why I process it differently, because even, with the death of my sisters, I saw them, their literal body spirits before they died. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw them go, yo, I'm good. I'm gonna check you on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So when it happened, like, yeah, I was sad, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I didn't fall on the floor. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like it was just a different vibe.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, and so I don't know. I think I've been blessed that way, because I used to think it was a curse. And then my godmama told me.
No, it is a blessing. I think, so my mom died 7 years ago. And I think my challenge now is trying to connect with that spiritual side, because I know she's not coming back, but that physical side, it's still hard for me that I can't hear her voice and I can't touch her and I can't, and I understand that I need to make that switch, but that's the challenge for me, because the truth is this is the rest of my life. So I'm still figuring it out. But so I think that is a blessing, because, it's necessary to be able to continue those relationships when we're still on this earth, because there's so much more to the world, to what's going on, than what we see. And that's also what I have to remind myself of too. What you see ain't necessarily reality. There is this whole spiritual world. And if being able to connect to that more, I think will give us all a better sense of peace, of calm. We could just deal with life's challenges a lot better, because we would know that there's just so many more pieces to the puzzle that we don't know. And this is not necessarily the end result of what we think it is. Yeah.
I'm like, but you know what? That brings up one more question. So when I had this conversation with my best friend, Marianne, she said, "What does, if that's the case, right? Like, you connect and everything." She was like, "Does that mean reincarnation is real? Because certain energies, right? Because we're all energy, comes in different forms, right? Like, the butterflies and, like, you know what I'm saying, and different things.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like, that's a good question. Because, like, full circle goes back to the religion question, right? Like, is that a thing? And I'm like, I don't know. All I know is this is what's happening. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I gotta take it as it comes. So now I'm going to ask you rapid fire question.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Are you in the hot seat now, Dr.
You're in the hot seat now.
You ready for this?
We may cut some of this out.
Ready or not?
We may cut some out. We may not. But okay. Have you ever held back a well-deserved compliment or congratulations because you were jealous?
Ooh. Not that I can remember. I think that I'm so big on appreciation that I try to make sure I give that to people. So I'm not saying I haven't, but I can't think of it. I know that I try really to be very intentional about that, because it's important to me. So I'm going to say no, I can't think of it.
All right. Have you ever done something because of peer pressure that you're ashamed of?
Oh. No, I don't think so. No, that I'm ashamed of? No,
that you're ashamed
of. No.
No? Okay. All right. Would you report a family member to the police if you knew they committed a serious crime?
Maybe. I think it depends on what it is.
Well, it says serious.
I'm with her. It depends on what the crime is.
It probably depends on who it is, but I'm not against that, I'm not against it at all.
All right. Have you ever flirted with a policeman to get out of paying a ticket?
I've been very friendly, just put my charm on it.
I love it. Oh my God. Okay. And have you ever closed the door of an elevator knowing that a stranger is hurrying to catch it?
Yes. Especially with COVID. I don't know what's going on. I'm good. Bye. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, Lord. Well, I thank you so much for coming on, and let us know, tell the people where they can follow you and where they can find you.
Okay, so Facebook and Instagram, Peace of Mind Psychology, and then on Instagram also, Dr. Gaynor Speaks. So follow me. You'll be hearing more from me, motivational speaking, and just hopefully inspiration for your day. So thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. I hope that I'm invited back.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. This was awesome.
Oh wait, there's an asterisk. You had a question.
I had a question.
Yes.
What was the
coaching?
We're gonna discuss that another time. We're gonna discuss that off camera. But I would like to shout out your curls that's popping for everybody to see, and I would like you to shout out your new product that you love so much.
Oh, okay. So Cantu, it's the coconut cream. So I am a product junkie. It's ridiculous, all the products I have. I'm like, you got to use what you have. However, nothing's been working in my hair. I went 20 minutes out the way using all my gas, and I just put this in before, and I love it. So Cantu,
so we have a lot of natural hair listeners out there, and I would like to take note because her curls is popping. That's the first thing I noticed.
And Eco Styler too. Eco Styler is in it as well. So
Eco Styler.
That big old $4, it's everything, huh?
The red top or the green top?
The green.
Okay.
It's amazing. Like, you spend all this money for products. This thing costs $4, and it's the best thing. Like, there's no
when
more.
my hair was loose natural, also Eco Styler was a winner. I use the red top though. I'm red top Eco Styler.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll get that after I finish this big old tub.
One is argan oil, one is olive oil.
Oh, okay.
Type of oil.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Again, I told y'all I'm a silk press girl. I try to do the curls when I can't get to the stylist.
Okay. I sweat too much to be wearing straight hair. I would look crazy. So
and you down there in that heat too. So you can't.
Yeah, and I'm working out. It's just not gonna work. Yeah. All of a sudden, I sleep at night, and my hair is just. Yeah.
I don't miss those days. Let me tell you, that's why we team locks over here all day.
Yeah, my best friend has sister locks. She loves it. Loves it. It's always putting her hands in her hair. I'm like, girl, okay.
I told him, I was like, when my locks drop past my shoulders, y'all not gonna be able to tell me nothing. I'm not gonna act right. I'm not gonna act right. I'm telling you.
She's gonna have paparazzi following her around.
You already know. You already know. So just brace yourself.
So, all right. Well, you know what, Dr. Gaynor, thank you so much. We're gonna let you go. You have an excellent day, and again, we'll love to have you back if you're willing to come back.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. All right.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye. Bye.